Where is Shin Megami Tensei V? Where are you, SMT5? Where the hell are you? I have been waiting all my life, it feels like, for you. I'll admit, when 4 came out, it was kind of like a sweet reprieve. I didn't expect it. Apocalypse, I didn't expect. I don't even think I expected Strange Journey. So, those things were like amazing surprises. Took me by surprise. It was so great. It was like, oh yeah, so cool. Can't wait to play. And now I sit here waiting for a game that was announced what feels like 2 years ago. And I haven't gotten an update. I haven't gotten a, oh well, everything's going great. We've come up with perfect designs and a story. Well, other than being about an apocalyptic thing and updating it for terrorism and things like that, we haven't drawn it up yet. Like, I am like, where is this game? I want to play. I want to play this game. You know, if I could be candid, I'm not the same video game guy that I was when I was a little kid. You know, I don't play every RPG that comes across my lap anymore. I've grown to have standards. No, it's just I've got, you know, it's gotten to a point where I have a taste. Once you get spoiled with SMT, it's hard to go back to, I don't know, pretty much any turn-based RPG that doesn't have a little, you know, something special that makes it different. Like, you know, you have your, if we take a little adventure back in time to the Sega Genesis, Super Nintendo era, you have so many turn-based RPGs that literally have nothing that makes them different except the fact that the story's different, which sometimes is all you need. We have a lot of RPGs that just have that same turn-based battle experience. Turn-based battle experience. Character, you get a character, you meet one while you're walking around, you unlock this one, like, as the story progresses. But, you know, it's hard, you'll be hard-pressed to find a lot of them that have special mechanics. And it's always fun when you find special mechanics. Like, there was one of the Lufias where if you pressed B, it gave you the ability to block. There are games. Do not get me wrong or take this the wrong way. There are certainly games that have a special character to them. But it's kind of like if you've played Final Fantasy, you've played 7th Saga. You know, it's like if you've played, you know, any of those type of back and forth RPGs. You know, if you played Final Fantasy, you played Phantasy Star. And I love Phantasy Star. Not to go off on a tangent, Phantasy Star 1 is what got me into RPGs. Phantasy Star was what exposed me to my favorite genre. So, I'm not saying that that's bad. When you have a story like that that can carry the entire game and truly give you the kind of artwork development that you need, that's an RPG. But let me digress back to the point. I played SMT later in life. Well, that's not true fully, but I played SMT, the original SNES games, later in life. And I'll tell you what, other than Atlus releasing SMT properties, what I look forward to now is when when a game gets translated that we didn't have here in America. And that may sound, you know, it's sad that we don't get to play these games for many, many years after they come out, and we only get to play them because we have great people like Aeon Genesis, and Tom the translator, and all those retro gaming and all those kind of guys, because without them we would never get to play these games. But, you know, I remember I picked up SMT3, want to say in high school. High school? Maybe it was a like summer break in college, because let's be fair, when you're in college, your video game playing goes way down, because not because you're not having fun, because you're having too much fun going out and having a great time. But I can't remember if I played Persona. I either played Persona 3 FES first or SMT3, but regardless, out of the two, SMT3 is what got my heart. But Persona 3 was great as well. You know, when you play a game like that, it really translates and shows you the capabilities of an RPG. And SMT3 being one of the most storyless, in a way, RPGs, or not storyless, but dialogueless, like, you know, nothing outside of truly well thought out story with very little necessity for dialogue, and just the most amazing gameplay and system you've ever played. I mean, that is incredible. Let's put it this way. The SMT games, even when you go back to Super Nintendo, are some of the most fantastic, well thought out concepts behind any RPG I've ever played. I mean, I grew up liking that fantasy mixed with sci-fi setting like Phantasy Star, and I to this day I love games that are like that. I love Star Ocean. You know, there are games that are truly remarkable like that. But SMT, keeping it in Tokyo, and it's not because it's in Tokyo, I mean, keeping it anywhere in the world, and keeping it kind of like, let's talk about as if it was 10 years from now and the apocalypse happens. I mean, what a great concept. Way to push the envelope and really, you know, bring in the different things that make it so cool. Like, I've never been as enthralled with a game as I am with SMT. And let's be fair, I am a fan of Persona. I love what they do. 3, 4, 5, you guys, they captivate you. It's great stuff. I mean, you can't play 3, 4, and 5 and not have a good time. Doesn't mean they're as good as the SMT games. Doesn't mean they're as good as Devil's Saga. But they're great in their own right. I'm an SMT purist, or a Mega 10 purist, I guess you'd say. Doesn't mean I don't enjoy a Persona game. It just means I don't like Persona better than SMT, and I'm not going to sit here and think that Persona is better than SMT because I can hang out with my friends and go on dates in Persona. I mean, you know. But considering it's all Mega 10 and it's all SMT, let's be fair. Those are great games. The thing is, SMT is the only thing at this day and age, for me, as an adult who works now, that's the only thing that's going to get me as a video game to really be excited. Like, I can't believe this is out. This is awesome. Like, so the minute that it was announced back in the day, I was ready to fanboy out. Like, that's all you had to do, was give me something like Persona, and I mean SMT 5. What? I was ready to celebrate like you wouldn't believe. Like, I couldn't believe it. Now you're all gonna have to hold for me while I blow my nose. Hard to blow your nose while you drive to work. Anyway, point is, SMT, the announcement, that was crazy. I just got done beating 4 in Apocalypse, and the next thing I know, I have an announcement for 5. I couldn't believe it. I was so thrilled. I was like, this is great. They're going to pump out Shin Megami Tensei left and right now. I was thinking they were going to put out 5, 6. I was thinking they're going to put one out every 2 years like they did when they first had 1, 2, and If come out. I was like, these guys get it. They see they got a cash cow here. They're ready to go. And then I took a step back and thought to myself, it's weird because their main cash cow seems to be Persona and Persona 5, which, again, great game, amazing game, loved it. Did not get hyped for that like I got hyped for Shin Megami Tensei V. Got hyped. Don't get me wrong. I'm ready. And look, the Royal coming out, it's probably going to have to tide me over because, you know, I keep visiting Persona. I beat Persona 1 now. I played 2 and IS, and now I'm finishing up EP. I mean, thanks to Retro Translator, I got to play both of the Majin Tensei games, and I'm playing 1 because I kind of want to beat that one before I beat 2, but I'm not really sure they have anything to do with each other so far from what I'm reading, and 1 is really slow after you've played 2, but I'm trying. The artwork in 1 is really incredible, but it also kind of just shows whoever got attacked as opposed to both screens. But either way, whatever. The point is, it is very beautiful. It's a beautiful game. But you know, I'm finishing up If, but you know, all these older SNES games, once you've been spoiled with the likes of SMT3 and beyond, it's, you know, it's a little bit grind heavy, and you're not ready for those graphical changes and the no press turn system and things like that. I mean, it kind of takes away. And, you know, I beat Redux, and that was great because I didn't beat the first Strange Journey, so I loved it. But now I'm sitting here still thinking, like, I don't get any updates. Where is SMT5? That's what I want to play. And instead, I'm going to have to play Persona 5R because what else? When you're an SMT guy, I mean, look, don't get me wrong. Fire Emblem is a great series, and I'll probably end up playing Fire Emblem, but I don't, that hype is not there. Yeah, okay, they persona'd it up a little bit. I don't know that I like that. I kind of want my Fire Emblem to stay Fire Emblem. You know, maybe if you told me they got a few Shining Force influences, then I'd be okay. But whatever, I'm going to play it. I've heard it's great, the 3 houses and all that, but I want what I've been sitting here waiting patiently for. I mean, I just want an update. Like, where is my update? I think that me and everyone else in the United States and Japan and everywhere deserve an update on SMT5. Just say, you know, tell us this shit's 2-3 years out, or tell us this thing's 6 months out, guys. I mean, tell us where we're at. You tell us where we're at, and we'll probably stop having a million YouTube videos of people bitching and a million articles of like, oh, is it canceled? Of course it's not fucking canceled. But that's not important. What's important is that we get an update on where we are, where the status is. Look, if anyone has any update or can give me any information, I would love it. I would love any fellow SMT fan, get on here, tell me, you know, I've ranted enough. Just let me know if you know anything, because I don't know shit. Supposedly we're going to find out at, I don't know, Tokyo Game something or other. Forgive me, I'm not on that nerd tip that I know everything, but I am aware of different shows and things. And can you believe that they had an SMT concert? Is that not the weirdest thing, that they have like live band? And those tracks are pumping, but who's going to a concert for that? Fuck. That was weird. But anyway, like, comment, subscribe, and please comment down below if you know anything about any updates. Alright, this is Jay from the Douchebag Brigade, and I'm out.